Hey guys, it's Katie, and I know I haven't uploaded in a while, and I'm really sorry for that. I've just been so busy with school, and cello, and play. So I decided to make like 3 videos today I'm thinking of. Just of this and other stuff. So, today, I am gonna do editing characters from least favorite to favorite. And I edited this list too, because it's in bright orange. Okay, first, and it's their own category, are Plank and Jim. Because they both have a near and dear place in my heart. In science, we're doing this thing where you make, like, where we're growing plants. And even though it's not a cactus, I'm naming mine Jim. So, Plank and Jim in their own category of awesomeness. I just need to mark something on here. Okay, number 12, Lee. Lee, as you see, is my least favorite character and least favorite canker. The cankers are pretty low, but one of them made it higher than the others. But Lee doesn't really contribute much, and she's like really snobby, I think, and her hair's always covering her eyes, and I really don't like that. And they always are debating whether they give her 2 eyes or 3 eyes. Because one episode she has 3 eyes, one there. So it's just really, but their eyes are like level where my eyebrows are. But it's really confusing. And she's just not the best character, I think, well thought out. Okay, number 11, Marie. Marie's another canker. I think the thing that sets her higher than Lee to me is I love her hair. That's the only thing. Those two I just don't really like. If it wasn't for Marie's hair, she would have been below Lee. But Marie, love your hair. Number 10, people will really not like me for putting this character this low, but Naz. I don't really think Naz contributes much to the story, and she doesn't really have a strong character. She seems like just there to be the hot girl, and that's stereotypical, so. But she really is a cool character, and I love her like babysitting thing. According to Workers' Right Act, subsection E, paraphrase 4, I like how she quotes things that a lot of people don't quote, and like the Workers' Right Act. But okay, number 9, another person. People would not like me putting this low, but Eddy. Eddy is like the best scheming character I've seen ever. He's a great schemer. He's like the perfect douchebag of a character, but I don't really like a lot of the douchebaggy characters. And I think Eddy just sometimes pushes it over the edge, sometimes always blaming Ed and Double D for things that they didn't do, and that it's all his fault. But I know the show would not be complete without Eddy, which is why he's not lower than this, but he's my least favorite Ed, but I still love him. I love all these characters, but number 9, Eddy. Okay, number 8. I was debating number 8 and 7 for a while, decided to put 7 higher. Number 8, Sarah. Okay, I love Sarah. I love how she's bossy. She's a lot like me, but it's just sometimes I think she takes it over the edge, beating on poor Ed. But I love her interactions with Jimmy, but sometimes she brings Jimmy down, and I think that's pretty sad. Speaking of Jimmy, number 7, Jimmy. I love Jimmy so much. He is so funny with his headgear and how he's always getting beaten up by people. One of my favorite Jimmy quotes: "Get me off this merry-go-round called life." He's just really spontaneous and really like just the iconic crybaby. He's just amazing. And he always hangs out with Sarah. He hangs out with the girls. He's one of those characters that is just different, and he gets made fun of for being different. Okay. Number 6, May. I really do love May. I love her voice, for one. Her voice is really different from the cankers, the other canker girls, and I really think it's one of the most unique things I've ever heard. Also, my favorite episode is the Valentine's Day special, and May plays a huge part in that. And I always feel like her sisters always boss her around, and she's not the one with the mean ideas. It's kind of like she took Ed because Lee and Marie wanted Eddie and Double D, but she's like Ed, comic relief. Like the Cankers' comic relief is May, and that's why I love May. Okay, number 5, Eddie. Ed. I love Ed. He is so funny with chickens and gravy and buttered toast, and when he like imagines he's an alien, he becomes the alien or monster or something. He just brings the charm. It's like awesome. I can't express my feelings into words. But Eddie is a Ed. Why am I saying Eddie? It's Ed! Ed is a really funny character, and I think he pulls off the idiot comic book lover really perfectly with his noodle head, according to Rolf. Okay, number 4. Number 3 and 4 I changed. Number 4 is now Johnny 2x4. Johnny and Plank is just perfect. Johnny with his Captain Melonhead. I'll just talk about Johnny for a little bit. He is so funny as Captain Melonhead, and the thing is, the other kids still are oblivious to the fact that Captain Melonhead is Johnny. I don't really get it, but Johnny always makes me laugh at how he communicates with Plank and Eddie when Plank and Johnny get into a fight. Why am I saying their names are too close together sometimes? When Plank and Johnny get into a fight, Eddie tries to sell him a new friend, but he proves, 1, Johnny can communicate with other objects with faces, and 2, the only true friend for Johnny is Plank, and I thought that was a great lesson. Okay, number 3, Rolf. Rolf, I gotta say, is this really hilarious person, and he doesn't mean to be hilarious. He is the foreign guy that works on the farm, and he just cracks me up. My favorite quote of Rolf's from the Valentine's Day special. This is one of the reasons I like it. The harsh realities of your miserable lives have been restored. Another one from that episode. It's not safe to go alone. Here, take these. And he hands Naz and Kevin lemons. And when they refuse to take them and Rolf senses the little pixies, cupids, he decides to, like this is his country, squeezes the lemons in his eyes to see them. And he's just hilariously funny when he does any type of foreign, like, customs and stuff. Like, have you brought the cupcakes of sorriness? It's like Double D. It's old Eddie, so if you haven't seen that episode, I forget what it's called. Okay, number 2, Kevin! Okay, a lot of people hate me for putting Kevin so high. I'm a huge shipper of Kevin. That's like my OTP. But Kevin, I think, has the best quote throughout the series. Dorks. Dork, dorks, dorks. And I like in the earlier episodes when Kevin says dorks, and then Ed replies, dork. And it's really funny. But Kevin is a really strong leader. He's like the most popular kid around. He's like the man. Because his dad works at the Jawbreaker factory. And a lot of times Kevin will have this Jawbreaker full garage. And the Eds always try to get Kevin to give him Jawbreakers, but it doesn't work. Like, this whole show is based upon Jawbreakers. Okay, number 1, everyone knows by now because I talk about this character constantly. It's Ed, or Double D. Double D is just the perfect character with his obsession with cleanliness, and he's intelligent. He's like, Eddie, I wouldn't do that. And then he's like, pfft. And then Double D's right. It's like me. They don't believe him until they're like, they mess up completely, and it's like, what did you say again? But Double D isn't really appreciated, but I really think he has his funny moments, not as much as the other guys, but he's more like the serious tone, and I just love him. I love him so much. I would marry Double D. I'm like one of those ironic fangirls. But that is my list of Ed and Eddy characters. Eddy's brother would probably be the lowest of the low, because Eddy's brother is just a huge douchebag. But that is 14 characters. So that's the first video I've done. So please comment and like this video and subscribe if you haven't. And also check out my Musical.ly account. I will put my name in the description below. Bye!